plenty this week. It's the Desperados and the Cards, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. We are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Has him on the quick hitter, and he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
From the gun on third down. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Go! 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. That's more of the catch out left. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Motioning the tight end now. Benson on the counter. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
That pass is complete to McBride. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Caught near the pylon. And in for the Arizona touchdown. Couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuffing the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Back now, pressure on its way. He finds Johnson. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's go now. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Let's go. Right up the gut. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ooh, the Cardinals are seeing red after that call. And all right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a 3rd one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Here's a handoff up the gut. They'll have him gain about a handful there. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now give left side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing now from the gun. Catch made over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
To throw it on first down. That's going to be caught by Washington. And he's in. Touchdown. The Desperados finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Desperados start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals and Trey Benson back out on offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And off to Benson to start the drive. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackled by Keon White there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
They'll send him over right. 2nd and 10 now. Looking right, and he finds him. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Benson now from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at third and very long. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Benson's got it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Desperados and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They're set up at the 35 now. Simple dive up the middle. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Another carry for him. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give him a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They go play action on first. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
The give here on second. Oh, he lost the football. And the Cardinals grab it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third downs. If you know what, throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Hawk 70.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Throw right side, hauled in by Harrison. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Now on 2nd and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. It's an Arizona touchdown! The Cardinals capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Man in motion here. They'll throw on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let go.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And they're going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Play action on 1st down. Rolling out to his left. Connects on the crosser. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives them the 1st.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. This is Legance working the left side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. What opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He brings it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
18
Goal to go. It's a pass play. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Desperados can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Well, we all know. Throwing now on play action. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On the ball, now!
So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals pushing for a score before the break. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Come on, set!
He's dropping back to throw. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now! Set go!
He's going to throw this one. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He has it at the 13. Ooh, and he's out of bounds before he can break it upfield. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Completed over the middle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. The play brought to an end by Logan Wilson. From the 18 on 2nd down. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete, so we've got 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
Here we go, set! Go!
To the air, 3rd and long. Hits him on the in route. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Trying to work quickly now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's complete till he gets. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go!
Throwing from the gun. Connects with Johnson. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 1st down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again following the sack. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. That one intended for Trey McBride. And it sets up second down.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
Go! Bronco switch. Rock. Ready.
Looking to throw. He lofts it deep left. That's caught at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Desperados are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They're throwing it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one.
Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Blown back gets the handoff. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Back to the well again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They give it to him again. Is in. Touchdown! The Desperados grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Let's go now. Roll, roll, roll.
It's Benson on the give. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
70 Timberwolves.
Throwing from the gun here. He's got... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Great-looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Now, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Desperados returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. First and 10 from the 41. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. incomplete. So as they face fourth down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And a fair catch made here at the 17. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Cardinals will have to start from deep within their own territory. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll come out throwing. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So it'll be 2nd down.
Ready! Set, ready!
He'll look to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Set up! Smash, smash!
Looking for a throw here. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
Hut, 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 hut.
Now an inside give to Benson. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
No, reload, reload!
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
To throw here on 1st down. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go play action here. Buying some time left. Gets this to Johnson. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give him a 1st down. Back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
A gain of 6
This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Dumped off to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So that field goal gonna have to wait a little bit longer. That's the end of our third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Koo able to put it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking... Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson from the gun. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Check, Panther.
Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, man, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Ready?
He'll throw it. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They give up the gut to Benson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
That's another Cardinals.
Reload!
Working inside the red zone. What a hit, and the ball's loose. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals now within 1 score in the 4th. Throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's a give up the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Throwing now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They'll run the counter. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
He'll take the option to the right on 2nd down. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Here he is on 3rd and long. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. He finds Johnson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Second and 3 now. There's a handoff up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Room to the right. Has the touchdown. The Desperados go up by 12 in the 4th. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Offense not going anywhere. They want to. He's throwing for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Check. Hot, go.
Looking to the air here. Getting out to his left. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Another drive coming up for this offense. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
At the 12-yard line.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. This throw is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at.
Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. He's running it right on the option. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Dropping back to throw. Has a man. It's Brown. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Desperados make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Let's go
The
now.
offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Unlock right. Unlock
They're going play action. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And now it's second down.
Here we go, Shaq. Bring it.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Trying to set this up quick.
Shaq, hey.
From the gun on third down. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Simple dive up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.